Football fans, and welcome to Aces Field as we are getting ready for the final regular season home game of the 2015 campaign. And what a game it is going to be. It is the game of the night here in Northwest Ohio on this Friday, and we are so glad to have you here with us for our coverage on Hicksville Community Television. Hi everybody, I'm Bill Murphy with HIX-TV. Kate Murphy running the camera for us this evening, and we are getting set to bid welcome to the Ayersville Pilots. Pilots are here for week number 9. And this is going to be quite the game. As well, you can see everybody is lined up. Special guest tonight, Noah Carrickson, coming out on the golf cart. It is a Team Noah night.
If you look at
the banners are flying. You'll see a lot of the Team Noah apparel in the crowd as the community continues to rally behind and show support for this brave young man. The Aces are going to take the field. It's senior night here tonight, too, being the last home game of the regular season. And another thing we're going to touch on here briefly, although this is the last home game of the regular season, there's hopes that this might not be the last contest that's going to be played here before we wrap up the 2015 campaign. More about that in just a moment. Of course, last week the Aces were on the road. They made the trip down to Wayne Trace, and unfortunately they didn't have any room for us, so we were not able to take our HIX-TV cameras down to the Raiders game. But the Aces came away with a victory, and they enter tonight's contest with an overall record of 6-2, and they are 3-1 in the Green Meadows Conference. Their opponent tonight, the Ayersville Pilots, they and the Rams have been having just a great year. The Pilots come into this game undefeated, 8-0, and they are 4-0, obviously, in the Green Meadows Conference, which means that Aces victory tonight would even up the GMC standings at 4-1 between these two teams. So a lot of repercussions for the GMC in this game tonight. In addition, the last we saw of the points for the postseason in the Aces region, and this was after the Northridge game, but before they played Wayne Trace, they were ranked third in their region, which not only gets them into the playoffs, but would have them hosting a first-round game. They won against the Raiders, so we don't think that there would be much change there. And so this game could go a long way tonight, too, is seeing whether they will host or will travel for the first week of the playoffs. Because, again, speaking with those in the know, it's it's a virtual certainty the Aces are going to go to the playoffs this year. It's just, again, waiting to see whether they will host a first-round game or they will travel for the first round. And tonight's game could go a long way towards determining that as well. And just what a great feather in the cap it would be to be the team that knocked off the Pilots this year. Aces kick off. It's a squib kick. It gets by the Pilots. Picked up by number 20 way back at the 5-yard line.
And they're going to down him at the 15.
And there's a big scrum as they bring him down close to the 15. Ball carrier for the Pilots, number 20, Jacob Miller. 6-foot junior. The Pilots managed to hang on to the ball, and they'll get things started 1st and 10 on their own 15-yard line. So the Aces had the right angle on that kick as it rolled right through all of the receivers. Pilots get the ball, and it doesn't take long. They break right on out, and I think that was Dawson Dales, number 42, with the carry.
First down yardage.
And that'll get them out to the 25, 10-yard pickup on first down to move the chains. So 11:49, we're glad again to have you here with us for week number 9. And again, the final home game of the regular season for the Pilots. Working out of the shotgun, quarterback keeper. Dives forward, picks up about 3. We'll see. I think their quarterback tonight, to start at least, is their senior number 7, Caleb Cook. Cook is going to go out as a wide receiver now. So they're going to work out of the shotgun. Snap. And pick up of a couple more out to about the 30. And that's Hunter Stark, number 24, with the carry. Stark has been one of the two backs that's been back there with the shotgun. The Pilots have got this sort of a two-back look, where you've got number 24, Hunter Stark, and number 42, Dawson Dales. Stark working as the QB, but this time they do it to Dales. Dales throws it. It's batted into the air, down and incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. So Hunter Stark and Dawson Dales sort of splitting the quarterbacking duties. They'll break out the punt formation. Dales dropping back to handle the punting. Now Dales is the one that's listed as the quarterback, so he puts his foot into it. It's kind of a low liner, hops at about the 50-yard line, and it's going to die at about the 42. So the Aces will get good field position out of it, and they'll take over on offense. Pilots are able to rack up a 1st down in that series, but then the Aces bring them to a halt. So 10-19 to go, quarter number 1. Again, congratulations to the Aces. Big win at Wayne Trace last Friday. And we also want to say congratulations to, it's not really football related, but congratulations to the Lady Aces varsity volleyball team, sectional champions. Get ready to head on to the districts. Crawl with the snap, handoff. Diving forward.
4 maybe?
Fuller gets maybe about 3 to the 45. That'll make it 2nd and 7. Crawl dropping back, looking like he wants to throw. Garrett works through traffic. He's going to take off.
Go.
Garrett reaching out for that 1st down. It looks like he's going to come up just shy. He gets to the Pilots side of the field. They bring him down at the Ayersville 49-yard line, and that's going to be about a yard shy, so 3rd and 1 for the Aces. Big 3rd and 1 play. Handoff, Fuller right up the spout. 1st down, move the chains. They needed a yard, and Fuller got him about a yard and a half. They wait for the official word. The officials eyeball it and raise that hand. 1st down. So the Aces, fresh set of downs on the Pilots side of the field. It's 1st and 10 from the Ayersville 48-yard line. Hand off to Fuller again. Fuller weaves through traffic. He's got some running room down the far sideline, and he carries it inside the 30-yard line, close to the 25. I think they're going to mic him down at about the 27-yard line. 1st down. And again, Dylan Fuller gets the job done. Ball on the Pilots' 27. Pitch back to Fuller. Fuller almost loses his footing. Manages to stay on his feet. And I don't know if he wasn't able to make it back. They're going to bring him down for a loss back at about the 32-yard line. Second and about 15 here. Could have been a lot worse. Like I said, give Fuller credit for not completely losing his footing. Crawl is going to try to force his way forward. He's going to get back close to the original line of scrimmage. So Garrett Crawl Going to get back those 5 yards that they lost, or most of them at least, to bring up third and about 11. Kroll gets the snap, drops back, ball in the air, caught by Fuller. Fuller heading for the far sideline. He's not going to get first down yardage, but he's going to get back down close to the 20, it looks like. We'll see where they mark him. And they're going to say his knee touched at the 23-yard line. That's going to make it 4th and 6th, and the Aces may well be in 4-down territory here. Against a team of the Pilots' caliber early in the game, they're way down on the Ayersville side of the field, and they're going to talk about it.
Yep.
So the Aces are going to take their first time out of the first half, and when we come back into action, it'll be 4th and 6 at the 23-yard line. The faculty is having a cookout here, and I'm just mentioning that because it smells really, really good here in the press box. So if it every now and then it sounds like our mouths are watering, or if you hear our tummies rumbling in the background, that's the reason why. I don't know what they're doing, burgers or dogs or whatever, but man, it smells good. It was a nice thing that the faculty decided to do, have a tailgate party before the game here tonight. Also, another big thing going on tonight, too, the band has got a lot of special guests as they've welcomed their alumni to come back. I see their exchange student from France in the crowd here tonight, too, and just coming on into the stand. So everybody's coming out for the big game tonight. Kroll dropping back. All in the air, overthrown. They went for it all on 4th down, and Garrett overthrew his receiver, Peyton Tunis. Not able to get underneath the ball. So they'll turn it over on downs, and it'll be Pilots ball now, 1st and 10 on their own 23-yard line. So Coach Smith, I mean, why not take the chance? And if you on a normal thing, their offense would get started somewhere around the 20-25-yard line anyway. So handoff, powering forward, and being brought down at about the 30-yard line. That's number 24, again, Hunter Stark. Their big running back, senior running back. Picks up 8, and that'll make it 2nd and 2. The Pilots will break huddle. And Dales and Stark. Stark gets down, and under center now it's number 7, which we mentioned earlier, Caleb Cook. Cook hands it off. They go up the middle, and not much there. They get a yard to make it 3rd and 1. And we're just going to have to kind of watch short because, like I said, they put a lot of people behind center, the Pilots do. And it looks like number 7 is going to stay in, Caleb Cook. And he's going to go under center. Pitch back. And I think that'll be good enough for the first down as they get out to about the 34-yard line. Ball carried, I believe, by Dales. And Dales gets it almost to the 35-yard line, which will be good enough for the first down. So fresh set of downs for the Pilots now as we are just about halfway through the first quarter here. 6 minutes to go. Clock is rolling. And now we're going to have these split backs, and you don't know who's going to get it. They pitch it off to Stark. Stark is going to get dropped for a loss. Hunter Stark took the snap and headed towards the sideline to try to get around the corner, and they dropped him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Bring up about a 2nd and 12. Well, they're going to say second and a long 11. And again, Stark and Dales. Goes to Dales. Dales, ball in the air. Incomplete. Dawson Dales tried to throw it down the sideline and hit Stark. And it was over his head. And that's going to bring up third and 11. And I have to check that the intended receiver was number 20, Jacob Miller, for the Pilots. Stark and Dales. This time it goes to Dales. He looks to throw it again. He's moving around. Whoa. Ball is in the air and almost intercepted. Credit to Hostetler. Hostetler got in there, nearly picked that ball off. Flag thrown
all
behind the line of scrimmage.
There.
I think I saw somebody's helmet come off, one of the Pilots players in that series. And let's hope if that's the case, it wasn't because his face mask got grabbed and his helmet got pulled off by one of the Aces players.
Angry gesticulations at Gary Kroll.
They're out there talking to the Aces players. So we'll wait and see what the official word is. And it's going to be against the Pilots. And it'll be declined to bring up fourth down. So procedure call or an illegal man downfield. I'm not sure what the hands on the head one is.
No,
but either way, it was against the Pilots and it was declined to bring up fourth and 11. So the Pilots will have a decision to make here. Ball's resting on Ayersville's just about their 38-yard line. Excuse me, their 34-yard line. So 11 yards to move the chains. And they're going over the ramifications of everything with the Pilots coaching staff, so they know what's going on. So we'll see whether we're going to have a punt. Change in personnel. And indeed, the Pilots are going to drop back to punt. And again, their punter, number 42, Dawson Dales. 6 foot, 195-pound junior. So Aces will be dealing with him again next year. Takes the snap. It's a high snap, but he corrals it. Gets his foot into it. It's going to come down on a line drive grabbed by Peyton Tunis. Tunis loses the ball, and it's going to be recovered by the Aces. For a minute there, I thought one of the Pilots was going to jump on it. But Hunter Evans, number 24, manages to dive on it. And so no real run back as a result, but the Aces will breathe a sigh of relief, and they'll be more than happy to take possession on their 23-yard line rather than have that be a 1st and 10 for the Pilots.
Mm-hmm. So I just
going
looked
the
up
other
that
way.
penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Illegal substitution.
An illegal substitution. See, that's what the color commentator is for, to be able to cover for the shortcomings on the play-by-play guy's knowledge. And like I said, I know most of them, but I didn't recognize that one. Yeah, so
I don't know if that means they had 12 guys.
So I can take all the nasty comments that'll hammer me on Facebook for that.
You don't even have a Facebook.
Here we go. Looks like he might have got a yard. Aces move the ball up close to the 25-yard line. Give them a yard, make it 2nd and 9. I think that the Rams, the Tenor Rams, are scouting here tonight. They have a bye week this week. Tunis makes the catch. Tunis across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down.
Tunis brought down at the 44.
And there's a flag. There is
So
a
we'll
flag
wait and see what the flag on the play is.
at the
But Tunis moves the
43-ish.
chains.
Against Ayersville.
So maybe we'll tack some more yardage on, and indeed we will.
That's 10 yards.
So they'll move it down to the Pilots' 42-yard line. So a nice catch and run, and then the Aces, the beneficiaries of another Pilots infraction. Crawl with the snap. Garrett hangs onto it himself, wheels his way through to the 40-yard line, but another flag in the backfield, and this one's on the Aces side, where usually we'll see holding, and that's what it is. So that'll back him up 10 from the side of the foul. And that's going to move it back to about the 45-yard line of the Aces.
So that'll bring up, what,
So
first
it'll be
and 20?
first and 23, I think.
It looks about right.
4:07 to go. So the Aces will reset. Split backs on either side of Crawl, working out of the shotgun. Two wide receivers on the near side towards us, one on the far side. Garrett hangs onto it himself. He breaks through and gets across the 50, down to the 49. So Garrett gets a few of those yards back. Make it second and about 16. I think it's closer to 17, but Peyton, Tunis in motion. He's handed the ball. Tunis gets around the corner.
And he's going.
Tunis along the far sideline, first down yardage. Peyton Tunis takes it inside the 30-yard line, and they bring him down on the far side. We'll see where they mark the ball. I think it's going to be right at the 30. So Peyton Tunis coming through in the clutch. It moves the chains. The Aces keep this offensive drive alive. First and 10, Hicksville from the Pilots' 30-yard line. 3:17 to go, quarter number one. Tunis in motion again. Crawl hangs onto it. He jumps and dives forward close to the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 5. Coach is always taking a sharp intake of breath whenever they see their quarterback jumping in the air like that, doing the high hurdles. But checking on the sideline for the call. And here we go. Second and 5 for the Aces. Crawl again working out of the shotgun. Fuller gets it handed to him this time. Fuller powers forward for a couple more. That'll bring up third and about 3. As the Aces battle down to the 23-yard line. Third down. Here's a snap. Fuller gets the handoff. Fuller stays on his feet. Fuller, I don't think is going to make it. Fuller, looks like they're going to bring him down for about a yard gain. So it's going to be 4th and 2 now from the 22-yard line. And last time they were in this position, the Aces went for it. They're going to go for it again, too. Big 4th and 2 coming up right now. Crawl straight ahead. First down inside the 20. The Aces are in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Move the chains. Crawl, strong run right up the spout and gets the first down for Hicksville. So the Aces now with a 1st and 10 from the Pilots' 19-yard line. Kroll hangs onto the ball himself. Garrett's loose. He's headed towards the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Aces. No flags on the field. Put 6 on the scoreboard. And the Aces strike first. And they take the early lead 6-0 with 1 minute and 1 second left in quarter number 1. Kroll, a 19-yard scramble into the end zone. And a quick stoppage of play because I think somebody had some blood on their arm. Logan Nyhart was coming out. I think he might going to be kicking the ball. And I think they noticed that there was a little trickle of blood. So they quick put the black bandage on Logan's arm. Ball's down. No good. So Nyhart's extra point attempt is no good. But the Aces still have the early lead on top of the Pilots, 6-0. Again, 1:01 to go in quarter number 1 here at Aces Field. Glad to have you with us. Big night, and again, just a great crowd here. All sorts of people turning out tonight to support Noah Carrickson. It's a Team Noah night. It's senior night. The alumni band is here with the band kids, so you name it, it's going on here. We got cookouts and everything else. A good crowd, too, from Ayersville making the trip over. Always great to see them. Of course, the former assistant principal here at Hicksville, and principal, too, is the principal over at Ayersville now, Mr. Kuhlman. And they brought the band along with them. So we'll be having some entertainment at halftime from both the Aces Pride and the Pilots Marching Band. So number 36, Salvador Avios, tees it up. His first kickoff, well, actually his second. He kicked off to start the game, but Avios, another low liner. This one takes one hop and it's scooped up by the Pilots. Working his way through traffic, and a nice return out to about the 43-yard line for Mikey McGuire. Number 1, McGuire caught it on a hop and gets it out to about the 43-yard line again. And that's where the Pilots will set up shop. 54 seconds left to go in the first half. Well, they're going to give him a better spot than I thought. They're going to give him an extra yard. So put it at the 44, 1st and 10 Pilots. Again, dual backs. Goes to number 42. Quick hitter on the outside to number 7, Caleb Cook. Cook picks up 2 or 3. Now they're going to give him 2. They'll bring him down at the 40 and about the 46-yard line. No, they're going to give him the 47. Oh. So pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Aces would love to get another stop here. They'll get the call from the Pilots sideline. And they'll work out of the shotgun with Dawson Dales and Hunter Stark. Dales gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Turns the corner, and he'll get to the 50-yard line. So Dales on the quarterback keeper.
And that's our last play.
Takes it forward for a couple more out to the 50-yard line. And they'll discuss it.
1 second left on the clock.
And we'll be just about ready to wrap up quarter number 1. Let's see, we've got 8 seconds left. They're resetting the clock here, and that's going to be it.
Yep.
So that's the end of the first quarter. And after 1 quarter of play, it's the Aces leading the Pilots 6-0. When we resume action, it'll be 3rd and 4th for the Pilots. 3rd and 4 for the Pilots right at midfield. And while we have some time here between quarters, we get ready to shift into the field, which is going to just be people just going to be walking to the other side of the 50-yard line in this case. But we want to say a big thank you to our football broadcast underwriters here on Hicksville Community Television, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville. Jim Schmidt's Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford with us the entire football season, making our broadcast possible here on Hicksville Community Television. All of the home games and all of the road games. We've been able to cover every game except for one this season. And, of course, looking forward to some postseason play as well and tournament coverage here on HIX-TV. Again, brought to you through the generous support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville. Check out their complete selection online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. 3rd and 4 for the Pilots. Snap. Dropping back, looking, and he's going to get dropped short. Dales kept the ball. Looked like he might have been trying to throw it downfield, but he couldn't find anybody open. He gets to the 49-yard line, and that's where the Aces put him to the turf. And so that'll make it 4th and about 3 for the Pilots. And again, this is kind of it's at the 49-yard line. They're in Aces territory. They're down by 6, but they're looking to punt the ball away again. They're not going to take the chance of not making it and having the Aces have prime field position. So Dales, again, puts his foot into it. He shanks it off the side of his foot, and it comes down out of bounds. So the Aces are going to have some pretty good field position here.
35, maybe?
We'll see where they put it down. It looks like it's going to be at the Aces' 37 or 38-yard line. So Hicksville is going to be in pretty good shape to start this next offensive drive. They'll have the ball at their own 37. 11:13 to go here before the half. And again, glad to have you with us on Hicksville Community Television. And a hello to our HIX-TV channel viewers on YouTube as well. Kral takes the snap, hands it off to Fuller. Fuller powering his way forward. He gets across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. We'll see where they mark his forward progress is ending. I think they're going to give him just across the 40-yard line. Bring up 2nd down. And about 7. Pilots almost got caught flat-footed. Kral takes advantage of it. Garrett gets across midfield, move the chains. It'll be a 1st down Aces. As Garrett Kral, they had a quick set, quick snap, and they caught the Pilots a little bit unprepared. And Garrett was able to power his way down to the 50-yard line. Another Aces 1st down. Fuller back behind Kral. Kral bounces off a defender. They got him that time. Garrett tried to sneak his way through once again, but the Pilots sniffed him out. He bounced off a couple of people, and they wrapped him up, and they drop him for about a yard loss, make it 2nd and 11. There's the snap. Garrett dropping back. Ball in the air. Almost. Is there going to be a flag? Nope. Tunis almost had it. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Good defense from the Pilots there. As the pass defended by number 20 from Ayersville, Jacob Miller. Miller able to break that up. So the Aces 3rd and 11. And
there's
I think he got him to jump. Greer went in motion, and when he went in motion, between him moving across behind the line and Kroll's hard count, he got a bunch of the pilots to jump. So that'll be an easy 5, and that makes it 3rd and 6, a little more manageable. And the ball, again, on the pilot side of the field now for the Aces. As we go under 10 minutes. Kroll dropping back again, looking to throw again. Nothing doing. Breaks free. Garrett looking for that first down. He's got it, and they bring him down inside the Pilots' 40-yard line at about the 39. So Garrett took off running. You could see that he was glancing over to see where that first down marker was. He wanted to make sure that he moved the chains, and he did. Kroll picks up 7 of the 6 that they need. And that'll be 1st and 10 Aces as they move to the 39-yard line of the Pilots. Ball snap, Kroll. Overthrows his receiver. Incomplete. Garrett had 3 pilots in his face, but he held his ground and just a little bit over the head of his intended receiver.
I think that was Tunis again.
I think it was Kryling, number 81.
Really? I thought it was number 20.
Yeah. Either way, it was over his head.
Yes.
2nd and 10 now for the Aces. Hand off to Fuller. Fuller getting around the corner. He's got some running room. Fuller, first down yardage. And they drag him down at about the 27-yard line. And that'll be good for another Aces first down. Kroll out of the shotgun again, rather. Takes a snap, ball in the air. Almost a one-handed catch from Greer, but incomplete. Greer got a mitt on it, but he wasn't able to pull it in. That'll stop the clock. 9:15 left to go before halftime. Second and 10 for the Aces. Kroll takes a snap. He's going to hang on to it himself. He powers down to the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 2. They'll make it 3rd and 8. So the Aces with another 3rd and long. Getting some good support because where they're located, they're right in front of the student section of the bleachers. Kroll rolling out. Garrett puts it in the air. Overthrows Tunis. Incomplete. 4th down. Was just a little bit in front of Tunis. He couldn't quite get to the ball. All these passes, though, that are just missing are going to be giving the Pilots something to think about, so you know that's going to be in the back of their head. 4th down, 9 to go. Garrett Kroll. Flag is thrown. Ball is in the air.
And he misses
Incomplete.
Again.
But we'll wait and see what the flag is. That was Lysett, the intended receiver.
Flag all the way
and it's going to be
back
against
here.
the Aces. I'm going to guess that'll be declined. It is. So the Pilots will get the ball back 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
8:29 left in the quarter.
So had even if Lysett had been able to make the catch
no good
in the end zone, it would have come out anyway. So the Pilots find themselves down 6 points with the ball. 8:29 to go before halftime. and needing to get something going here offensively. Snap and a rollout. Ball in the air, caught, missed tackle. They get him by the ankles, though, and bring him down at about the 35-yard line. That was Cook with the pass. And the reception by Dales. So that'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 Pilots at their own 35-yard line. 10-yard pickup. And they're going to keep Caleb Cook in under center now as quarterback. Cook spins around, hands off to big number 24, Hunter Stark. Stark goes nowhere. He might have got a yard. And we've got a Pilot face down and in some discomfort. That's number 70, moving. Dakota Schweitzer. So Schweitzer is the injured player for the Pilots. Their trainers are going to come out to take a look at him. Aces and the Pilots will both huddle up. 7:53 to go here in the second quarter. Aces leading 6-0 in week number 9 of the high school football campaign. While they're dealing with the injured player, we'll step aside and we'll rejoin you, and we'll resume our coverage when play resumes here on HIX-TV.
I think it's his knee.
So they get him up, and he walks off. Again, that's Schweitzer walking off under his own power. Gets an appreciative round of applause from the crowd here at Aces Field. And we'll get ready to get back in action. Again, the Pilots have the ball 2nd and 9 at their own 36-yard line. And they're going to go back to the 2 split backs now with Dawson and Stark. High snap, and he barely gets a hold of it. Quickly gets it away. So Dales controls the snap, gets the ball away. It's caught, and I think it was caught by Miller. And they're going to, well, we'll see. I think it's just a hair short. They're going to say 3rd. Oh, they're going to measure. I think that the football needs to reach the white stripe, so it's mighty close. And it's going to be inches short. So it'll be 3rd and inches. I said from our vantage point, it looked like the nose of the football needed to be
about 4
across
inches.
That white, across the white stripe. So 3rd and inches for the Pilots. Let's see what they come up with here for this 3rd down play. They'll put Cook under center. He fumbles the football, and they're not going to get it. It'll be 4th and 1 after the botched snap. They brought in Caleb Cook to take the snap under center, and it hit the turf. So 4th and 1. Pilots are going to go for it. They're going to put Cook back under center. Aces are going to get ready. Handoff. That'll be 1st down yardage, but they had to work for it. Ball carried by their big man, number 24, Stark. Stark gets them the yardage they need, and they out to the 48-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pilots. Still in their half of the field. Clock running, 6.5 minutes to go before halftime. Cook dropping back to pass. Ball in the air. He's got a man. Caught and brought down at the 15-yard line. And the best play from scrimmage of the night so far by the Pilots. As they launch it, Miller drags it in and gets down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Ayersville. And now we'll go back to the two backs. It'll be number 42, pitching it back to 24. He eludes one tackle, but not the second. They'll bring him back down at about the 17-yard line. So Dales pitches it back to Stark. Stark can't get around the corner, though, and he's dropped for a couple yards loss.
2nd and 12,
So it'll
maybe?
be 2nd and 12. Pretty sure at this point the Pilots, down by 6, are going to be in 4-down territory, this deep into Aces territory in the red zone. They'll bring in Cook to work under center. And they'll blow it dead. And it'll be timeout, Ayersville. Ayersville coaching staff didn't like something that they saw, either with the Aces defense or the way that the Pilots had set up that offensive play. So rather than risk it, down by 6, 5 minutes to go before halftime, they call the timeout. It's their first of the half, and they're going to talk about it. And so they do not want to come up empty on this possession. Aces have been playing really well against the Pilots here tonight. Keep it up. Next week, of course, the Aces are going to wrap up the 2015 regular season. Their last regular season game is on the road, making the trip over to Holgate High School to take on the Tigers. And then we'll wait and see what the final determination is for the first round of playoffs in the postseason. Cook under center. Takes the snap, dropping back, ball in the air, man wide open, and headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Pilots. Wide open, Dawson Dales, easy catch, and he runs into the end zone. 4:54, make it a about an 18-yard reception. And that ties the game at 6. And so the Pilots going to go for the extra point. Their kicker, number 88, Marcus Folden. Bolden puts it up, and it's good. So Bolden with the successful PAT gives the Pilots a 1-point lead, 7-6 here at Aces Field. 4 minutes, 54 seconds to go before halftime. And the Aces will get ready to go back on offense and receive the kickoff from the Pilots. Just under 5 minutes, but as we've seen, that's more than enough time for the Aces to get it back into the end zone. Their offense has been working very well for them so far tonight. So they'll break huddle and they'll come out and get ready to receive the Pilots kickoff. Fuller going to be back deep for the Aces. Tunis is back there with him as well, along with Zach Whitty, number 13. Pilots will tee it up. Folden, number 88, Marcus Folden. It's a one-hopper up, and it's bouncing around. It's scooped up by Whitty. Whitty working his way through traffic. Breaks free of a couple defenders, and Zach Whitty gets out to the 35-yard line. So the special teams doing their job. They handle the knuckleball kick. Bounces around a little bit, but Whitty scoops it up and gets some positive yardage. A nice return out to the 35-yard line, where again it'll be Aces football, first and 10. Garrett Krall going to work out of the shotgun once again. And again, Krall's going to hang on to it himself. Powers forward and gets out to about the 37, 38-yard line. He falls forward, so we'll see where they mark the ball. The 38-yard line. Pickup of about 3. Let me get 2nd and 7. Fuller gets the handoff this time. And nothing doing there. Might have made it back to the line of scrimmage. I'll make it. Well, they're going to give him a yard, so make it 3rd and 6, excuse me. There's the snap. Dropping back. Krall, ball in the air. Tunis lost it, I think. It was right there, and it was a catchable ball, but I think Payton just lost sight of it. And that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Aces, for the first time tonight, aren't going to go for it. They're going to punt it away. They'll bring out Nyhart. 3:42, and it's a 3-and-out for the Aces. Snap, Logan Nyhart. Nice kick. Fair catch at the 29-yard line, it looks like. And the Pilots will take over on offense. 1st and 10. Now let's see the 28. So 1st and 10 for the Pilots. All on their own 29-yard line. 3:36 to go here before halftime. Snap. And another helmet goes flying off. So Dales got the snap and carried the ball and went forward to about the 33-yard line. Hunter Stark lost his helmet. He's going to have to come out of the game as a result, at least for a play. Pilots pick up of about 3. 2nd and 7. Snap to Cook. Cook hands it off. And there's a flag. Dales with the ball carrier. He got out to about the 35-yard line where his forward progress was stopped. And the yellow handkerchief comes out. And that's going to be a hold against the Pilots, so that's going to back them up. And the Aces say, yep, move them back. Move them back. After the hold, spot foul, so 10 yards from where it occurred, and that's going to move the Pilots all the way back to their 23-yard line. They need to get to the 39 to move the chains. So that's going to be 2nd and about 16. Styles back in the game. Or Stark, rather, back in the game, excuse me. Dales gets the snap, hands it off. number 1, McGuire. And Mikey McGuire gets out to the 31-yard line. Nearing 2 minutes to go before halftime. Clock continues to roll. With the forward progress, it makes it about 3rd and 8 for the Pilots. Snap. Dale in the air. And it's caught. What a catch, number 20, Jake Miller. Miller hauls it in at the Aces 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Pilots. 1:36 left in the half. They'll move the chains and start the clock. So the Pilots looking to see if maybe they can put some more points on the board here before the intermission. Ball carry number 42. Again, Dawson Dales. He powers down to about the 41, 42-yard line. Put it at the 42. Where it'll be 2nd and about 3. Cook coming in to work under center. Cook, hands off. Stark dives forward. That'll be close to the 1st down, and it will be enough. Move the chains, 1st and 10 Pilots. Stark gets him down to the 34-yard line. 46 seconds, and a Pilot timeout. So the Pilots are going to take their 2nd timeout of the half here, as they've got a 1st and 10 from the Aces 34-yard line. And again, they're looking to get into the end zone. They want to get some more points on the board here. I think that I don't think they were expecting this game with the Aces to be quite as close as it has been. Aces have been putting it all out on the field tonight and playing hard. They want to get back in. They would love to even up the league standings. They want to keep that home field advantage for the playoffs. They got a lot to play for here tonight. And the Aces are playing hard. And again, both the Aces Pride Marching Band and the Pilots Band here to provide some entertainment at halftime. We look forward to that. Just 46 ticks of the clock away. Split back look again with Stark and Dales. Dales gets the snap, drops back. He's being chased and throws the ball. There's nobody there. He gets taken to the turf. Yeah, I think he was outside of the box, so. So incomplete pass. Make it 2nd and 10. I think that was Garrett Krall running him down, too. Little mano-a-mano between the quarterbacks there. Dales gets the snap, again rolling out, gets the ball in the air, incomplete. That'll be 3rd and 10. His intended receiver was Miller, number 20. Dove for it, but wasn't able to get to the ball. So 3rd and 10 with 35 seconds left before halftime. Here we go. Dales gets the snap, again dropping back to pass. Krall hits him as the ball is released, and it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Again, Miller was his target, and Garrett Krall just hit him and hit him hard. A good hard hit. Took him, put the shoulder pads right in the breadbasket. A good hit. And right as he got rid of the ball, and it was just enough. And they're showing punt now. With 30 seconds, let's see if they can pin the Aces deep. Dales puts the ball in the air. And it looks like they're going to down it
in the end
at
zone?
about the 1 yard line. He waited until his team got downfield and then tried to punt it to some of his teammates, almost like you would, throw the ball as a pass almost. And they were able to down the ball at the 3 yard line. 20 seconds to go. So the Aces will get the ball back. They got a lot of real estate to cover. And we'll see what they come up with here. So Krall in his own end zone, directing traffic a little bit. Garrett with the snap, straight ahead, and he's going to get him a little breathing room. Garrett gets out to about the 8 or 9 yard line. Clock continues to roll. I don't think the Aces are going to stop the clock. And that's going to be the end of the first half. It's halftime, and it's been quite a game. Very entertaining and a close matchup as we reach the midway point. At halftime, your score, it's the Ayersville Pilots 7 and the Hicksville Aces 6. Going to take a break. Got the halftime entertainment on deck for you. And, of course, stay with us. We'll be back, and we'll have all of the exciting second half play-by-play for you coming up right here on HIX-TV.